This is Harrison making another quick video. This last week you should have been done with BugLabs 10, 11, 12. I'm going to talk about BugLab 11 today. Next week you should get through BugLabs 14 and 17. We're not going to do BugLab 15 and 16, so pay attention to that. Right now let's talk about BugLab 11. So you can see that right here. We're supposed to use an array, and it says specifically we're not supposed to change the basic bug class, make no changes to basic bug, but in basic bug runner we're supposed to make an array and set up those bugs. It also, as a reminder, says 19 might be helpful. So if we look at lesson 19, it's all about arrays and how to set them up. Pay a lot of attention anytime you get an example, especially one with objects, because we're going to be making an array of objects. So let's go get set up in JCreator. So you want to go to your workspace, right click, add new project, start an empty project, BugLab 11, finish that, right click on BugLab 11. I like to do add existing because I have the blank BugLab files ready to go, so I just control click those, hit open, add, and then I have a good place to start. Close all the stuff I was working on, open up the BugLab. Okay, so I'm going to have this up here hopefully for most of this so that we can see both at the same time. So we're not going to mess with anything in basic bug. We're all only going to affect the runner. Yeah, that looks good. So this needs to change. And this needs to change. So we're taking out the old way that we added the bugs, and we're going to add some new stuff. For the first thing we might as well do is make an array of bugs. We know we need 5, so let's set that up. If we're looking at the old circle class, this is how you set up an array. So I'm going to take that line of code and put it into my BugLab. Also, when we're working with arrays, if we're looking at that chapter, never mind. We'll just steal that code for now. Well, wait, I think we do need to have an import. We'll handle that later. Okay, so we don't want to make circles, we want to make basic bugs. And we might as well call it the bugs array. And we need to use the basic bug. And we only want 5 of them. So now we need to make a for loop that will step through. Remember, the index of the array starts at 0. And we're going to go through 5 steps and step through the array. Now the very first thing I want to do is set up a bug and put it into the array. So basic bug temp is a new basic bug. And then let's go ahead and do a switch statement for the color. This will just be based on J. In case 0, we want to say temp dot set color to color dot, what's the first one, red. That's a good review of cases. Let's just copy that. Let's go to case 1. Our next bug is blue. Oh, I think this is supposed to be capitalized. Our next case is case 2. Our second bug is going to be green. Come on. Our third case, it's actually our fourth case, but case 3 is going to be magenta. Oops. Sorry for all the clickety-clacking. I got a mechanical keyboard. Sometimes it's a little loud. Orange. And then you always, when you're doing cases, want to have a default. And just so I know if something breaks, I'm going to set the bug's color to black, because that will be really obvious. Okay, double check my switching begins and ends in the right places. Okay, we are still inside the for loop. Good. Okay, so hopefully what this will do is it'll step through, go through the indexes 0 through 4, because it won't go bigger than 5, and it'll fill, we're going to fill this up. But the first thing we're going to do is set up a bug, so this makes the object. Space there. We're going to set up the object, and then we're going to change its color however we want it to be. And I kept forgetting to change those to capitals. And now that we have the bug set up, we got to think about its location. So let's go ahead and put the basic bug in the array, because we actually haven't done that yet. So basic bug, we'll call them bugs at position J is now whatever temp is, because that's kind of our throwaway bug name. And now we can add it in. So just like we used this world.add, and we'll go ahead and copy it. But we are not world.add, we're going to go to a new location, and this first bug is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2. So we're at position 5, 2 to begin with. And this isn't going to be rock, it's going to be the basic bug we're talking about. Might as well pull it from the array so that we actually use the array. So we'll say bugs at position J. Okay, now if we think about it, how do we get to the next position? Because this is going to be a loop, it's going to keep iterating. How do we get to the next position? We need to subtract a row but add a column. Subtract a row but add a column. So the first position is 0, because we subtract nothing, add nothing. So we'll go ahead and say minus j, and over here we'll go ahead and say plus j. Okay? Because the very first time we go through, this is 0. So we're going to subtract nothing, add nothing. Here's our starting position. Then on the first time through, we're going to hit blue. That should be this bug. It's setting up to go to 5, 2, which is right here. But we're going to subtract a row, add a column. And that should put it here. Subtract a row, it's right there. Add a column, it's right there. And it happens to be the same number. Minus 1, plus 1. And then green, the second time through, 0, 1, 2, second time through, we're going to go minus 2, plus 2. And then this one is going to be minus 3 plus 3, and minus 4 plus 4. Hopefully we get them all set up. And this will put them in the world, this will put them in the array, this is going to set up its color, and this is going to temporarily make each one. And if we look, that's the end of the for loop. This should be really close to solved already. Let's see if we were supposed to have an import for arrays. Ooh, I forgot to hit the project. I already know this is going to break. So project settings, I forgot to do this at the beginning. Required library, turn on the bug jar, hit OK. Where was that? Default, I forgot to put on my semicolon. Alright, let's build it again. Cannot find symbol. Okay, so yeah, we do need arrays. Import. Well, wait. I'm going to pretend that we didn't. I'm going to model what it is. You get this thing, you don't know what's going on. Candidate symbol. So I go back to the array chapters. I know this is 18, but this is the first array chapter. And we're looking for, really quick, so I'm going to hit Control F. I'm going to say, was I supposed to do an import? And I hit Enter. Important. For the arrays to work, we're supposed to import the array class. So import java.util.star. So I needed to find something quick. So I know the chapter is about advanced array concepts, but I went to the early one to make sure that I didn't forget an import. And it turns out we're supposed to have one. And I knew that at the beginning, but I was debating on how I wanted to bring that in. So I modeled getting stuck and fixing it yourself. So here it is. You would say import.info, or no, .java. Info means look at the package. .util.star. Now let's try it. Hey, Bethany Book. Up from your nap? Typo. Tab.set color dot all caps. I know you guys saw that when I was typing it, didn't you? Yay, we're done. It always seems like the very first time you build one, it takes a second. Okay, so we have this. We want to make sure it looks the same. Oh, it looks like our rock is in the right place. It's above blue. It's 2 over. Yeah, it looks just right. Okay, so it looks the same. That's what we were supposed to do when we did it. So what we need to do is take a few screen captures and then make our journal. So I'm going to model that really quick. I recommend using, if you go to your programs and go to accessories, there's something called the snip tool. Snipping tool. And when you use it, everything goes gray, and then all you got to do is draw a nice little box around exactly what you want to keep, and then hit save. And I recommend putting it into the same folder where your document is. So where am I putting my documents? I think I have my AP folder. Where's that? There it is, JCreator folder. My projects. I forget my directory path. Alright, let's see really quick. Click on properties of your workspace. That did not want to open up. Oh, there it is. Documents, AP, semester 2 is where it's at. Save. Documents, AP,